I would like to recommend that you would actually write a word of encouragement or appreciation to someone. Now, if you didn't get a bulletin, we have bulletins available. And if you need a pen, we have pens available. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a DVD video. It's 4 minutes long, so it's a bit long, but it's this song, Live Like You Were Dying. So we're going to show the video. And what we'd like for you to do is listen, but we'd like for you to multitask. We'd like for you to write somebody and encourage them, or just tell them how much you appreciate them. And in the bulletin, we also have some suggestions of people that you could write to. These are folks that you may know. And of course, this will be much more meaningful if you actually know the person. And so the first section is youth, and a lot of these youth are away at school. And we've tried to get addresses for the youth away at school and the young adults away at school, but in some cases we weren't able to do that. So if you just address the envelope to the individual, then we'll put the address on for you. And if you give us, at the conclusion of the service, if you give us the card in the envelope with the person's name on it, an address if it's available, we'll mail it for you. We'll put the postage on and mail it for you. And you have 4 minutes to do that while you listen to the song. And again, we're pretty sure most of this information is up to date, but you may look on here and you may see someone who is away at school and you want to encourage them. Or you, under other, for example, the second section, we have the first one is Paula Becker. She was a member of this congregation for many, many years, and she's moved away. Just write and say hello. Or you can take someone like Dick Bowers, who's on the list. He hasn't been to church for a long time. He's sick. He's pretty much a shut-in. He has a pretty severe hip problem. And you can just write a note to Dick. Tell him how much you appreciate him. So if you need a bulletin or a pen, raise your hand. And we have folks who will pass those out. And you can do it right now, and if you give those to us at the conclusion of the service on your way out, we'll put the postage on, and we'll mail it for you. And again, if it's someone that we don't have an address for, because maybe they're out of the country or whatever, we'll find the address, and we'll let you know. So just put their name on the envelope, and we'll address it for you before we mail it. So there's a group of people on the list that many of you know, and if you're the type of person who can't multitask and you would rather just take the envelope home and do it, feel free to do that. We want whatever works for you. But right now, we would encourage you to write a letter of encouragement or appreciation to someone. Maybe you know someone who's not on this list at all that you'd like to encourage. That's fine. Just do that right now. And at the conclusion of the video, we'll have our closing prayer, and we'll conclude our service. And again, if you give us the cards in the envelope, you can seal it. We will put the postage on and mail them for you. So at this time, we'd like to show you the video, Live Like You Were Dying. #1 country hit song.
said I was in my early 40s with a lot of life before me, when a moment came that stopped me on a dime. I spent most of the next days looking at the x-rays, talking about the options and talking about sweet time. I asked him when it sank in that this might really be the real end. How's it hit you when you get that kind of news? Man, what'd you do? And he said, I went skydiving, I went Rocky Mountain climbing, I went 2.7 seconds on a bull named Blue Manchu, and I loved deeper, and I spoke sweeter, and I gave forgiveness I've been denying. And he said, someday I hope you get the chance to live like you were dying. He said I was finally the husband that most of the time I wasn't, and I became a friend would like to have. And all of a sudden going fishing wasn't such an imposition, and I went 3 times that year. I lost my dad. Well, I finally read the good book, and I took a good long hard look at what I'd do if I could do it all again. And then I went skydiving, I went Rocky Mountain climbing, I went 2.7 seconds on a bull named Blue Manchu, and I loved deeper, and I spoke sweeter, and I gave forgiveness I've been denying. And he said, someday I hope you get the chance to live like you were dying. Like tomorrow was a gift, and you got eternity to think about what you do with it. What did you do with it? What did I do with it? What would I do with it? Skydiving, I went Rocky Mountain climbing, I went 2.7 seconds on a bull named Blue Manchu, and I loved deeper, and I spoke sweeter, and I watched an eagle as it was flying. And he said, someday I hope you get the chance to live like you were dying, to live like you were dying, to live like you were
Oh God, we thank you that through the death of Christ, we know salvation. We express today that we appreciate all that you have done to save us. We are encouraged by what you have done to save us.